Alright, work with Memphis today and his leash manners. Whenever you're doing any kind of heeling exercise, really focus on keeping yourself in a good straight line. This will help remind you where you need to be going, and it also makes it a lot easier for the dog to understand where he or she needs to be. If you're weaving back and forth across the road or yard, it's going to be really hard for that dog to stay in position. Remember, you're learning as well as with the dog. Another big thing that helps is when you make your turns, try to do 180-degree turns or 90-degree turns. That'll make your turns nice, clean, and crisp. And if the dog's not paying attention, when you make that turn, he's going to be out of position and have to get himself back into position really quick, so it'll make it kind of a game. Another thing that helps is when you're walking, don't stay at one pace the whole time. Change your paces up. Walk fast. If you see him not paying attention, slow down, walk a little slower. That'll pull his attention back on you and off everything else in the world. Whenever I'm doing heeling exercise, I like to keep the dog on the left. That'll keep your right hand freed up to do whatever. So keep the leash in your left hand and try to really focus on that J shape right there. A lot of times when you're walking, the dog will have a tendency to get out in front of you. A good way to clean that up rather than you going around and trying to reposition yourself to heel with the dog is when the dog gets in front of you, just walk right through the dog. Here in a second you'll see Joseph and Memphis be set up for that example. Right there, Joe, go in front, walk right through him, mark that with no. And when he's in position, good. This helps the dog get in position a lot quicker. And also, when you run into him and mark it with no, he understands what you don't want. And hopefully that'll prevent him from wanting to get in front of you in the future. Here's another turn you can do. This is a about turn. You turn into the dog, put the leash behind your back, and he has to switch sides to get on your left side. So just a different way, something else to teach the dog while you're walking. You turn into the dog, the leash goes behind your back, and he goes over to your left side. Joe has no idea what this is, but with enough repetitions, they'll figure it out. You'll notice here, these next few ones, he starts to get an idea right here. Oh, jump back to the left, good. And one other thing, if the dog does get out of position, normally if you keep moving, it's a lot easier to get the dog back in position while you're moving rather than stop and trying to reposition yourself or the dog. So sometimes just keep moving. We'll kind of work everything out. Here we're going to layer in some distraction. I threw a tennis ball. Notice Memphis went for it. We did a 180 and pulls attention right back off it. So right here I'm going to get another repetition in. A tennis ball, nope. Correction, nope. And good. That was a lot easier that time. So we'll try that a few more times. I throw the tennis ball, mark it with nope. 180. Pulls attention off the tennis ball, back on you, good. Leash is loose, you're on the left. I'm going to try it one more time. Boop, nope. And you almost made it look easy there. So it's a lot easier to practice this stuff when you're ready for it rather than getting out in the real world and having it stumble across you and trying to fix it then and there. Go ahead and get your practice in. The more you practice, the easier this is going to be. Kind of set up these scenarios. Hopefully some of these things will help you on your leash walks.